Hi guys, I'm Lisha Batta and welcome to my channel. So I'm in a fun chatty mood today. I'm filming after almost a week. I've not been keeping too well thanks to the Delhi pollution. We can hardly breathe around here. Honestly, I feel like in these months, at least in October and November, I should just work remotely from somewhere like some other place like Pondicherry, maybe Manali even. It's so beautiful this time of the year. But anyway, I'm digressing. So I recently posted a poll on my Instagram stories asking you guys to choose my next makeup look, and the slight majority went with Diwali card party makeup, and I thought, why not? So I've created this glitzy, glamorous, rose gold copper eye makeup. Again, this is so flattering for almost every ethnic outfit out there. I also pinned up my hair a bit and wore these really beautiful jhumkas. So since I'm in a very happy mood today, it's gonna be a chatty get ready with me, and I'm gonna do this really nice Diwali card party makeup look. But before we start, if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and hit the bell button as well. So a lot of you are subscribed to my channel but you haven't hit the bell button, so you get no notifications of my new videos. What is up, you guys? So make sure you press the bell icon as well, and let's get started. Acha, so before we start the makeup, I've been dealing with a really bad cold and congestion, all thanks to the Delhi weather. So ho sakta like my voice sounds a bit nasally. It might also sound a bit annoying, so please bear with me. Beach I'm also getting a bit breathless, so just bear with me, you guys. Okay, so the first step in any makeup routine is to moisturize your face. If you don't moisturize your face, your foundation will look patchy, it will settle into pores, even if you use a primer but you don't moisturize your face well. And this goes for oily skin as well. I see a lot of people with oily skin completely skip a moisturizer, but you definitely need to use one, be it an oil-free one or maybe you could use a gel. So I'm using this one by Lakme. This is a very affordable product and it is superb, especially to be used underneath makeup because it hydrates your skin and it does not make mine look oily. At least I think it's perfect for dry to normal skin type. And even if you have like slightly oilier skin, this really works well because it has this gel-like consistency, so it just melts into your skin. Then I'm using the Nivea Lip Balm. I have super dry lips, so I always apply a lip balm before applying my makeup, because by the time I come to my lips, then I can just blot my lips and my lips would be well hydrated, so the lip lines won't look that prominent. And honestly, right now I've been breathing through my mouth, so my lips are an absolute mess. For primer, I'll be using the Colorbar Waterbomb Primer. So I recently received this in my PR and oh my god, it is such a lightweight product. Like most primers feel like they're full of silicone and they have this slightly rubbery texture, but this is just like a lightweight gel and it's a hydrating primer which just adds like a very beautiful glow to my face, and it also helps even out the wrinkles and the fine lines. I really like this one, and I'm just focusing it majorly on my under eye area because I have fine lines there, around my cheeks and nose because of enlarged pores. And I mostly apply primer all over my face when I'm heading out. Like if I know I'll be out for like a good 10 hours and I want my makeup to stay put, that's when I apply primer all over my face. That's when I apply primer all over my face. But when I just need it like for a few hours, like right now I'm just shooting for a YouTube video, this makeup is going to come off as soon as I'm done, then I just basically focus it around the areas where I feel like I just need some blurring out, just like that extra help of hydration. Next, I'm using the Nykaa Instablur color corrector in a shade orange. I'm really liking this range because this is so easily blendable, and also it's not very pigmented, so you do not really go overboard with color correctors, and the key with color correctors really is to not go overboard. And I only apply it majorly to the inner corner of my under eye area because that's the darkest. Next, I'm going in with the Colorbar foundation. This is the 24 hours weightless liquid foundation. This is their latest launch, and oh my god, ever since I've received it, I've been loving it. This is the only foundation I use apart from the Nykaa sculpting foundation. That's like my all-time favorite. It's amazing for dry skin, but this is also a very good foundation. I also really like the texture of it. It's not too matte, it's not too hydrating, you know, it's like the perfect satin finish, and it provides like amazing coverage, which you guys will see in just a sec. And it's also very easy to blend as well. And the best part is that even though it has like very decent medium coverage, it does not look cakey. Like I can still see my skin peeking through, but yet whatever, you know, needed to be concealed has been concealed. It feels just skin like. I really like the coverage of this. If you're looking for a natural looking foundation which also gives you the coverage, you need to check it out. And they also have like a lot of shades in this range, which is amazing. Also, I'm wondering, what are your, you know, Diwali plans? What are your Diwali card party plans? I know like my friends are dealing with it as per usual. They're all having their parties. They're all heading out with, you know, as much social distancing they can do and with masks. But I'm staying indoors this time because of the pollution. I just went out for my birthday, which was last week, and post that I've been at home because I'm just not doing well. And I mean, obviously I don't think it's corona, because obviously I don't have the symptoms. I don't have fever, I don't have any body ache, I don't have any cough as such. Like I do have cough, but it's not dry cough. The problem with me is the breathing, because I used to have bronchitis, but ever since I started working out, I literally haven't had like an issue with it. But this year, because I've not been working out, because the pollution has gotten worse, things have been really bad for me health-wise. And that's why I'm really struggling to shoot a lot of festive content as well. I had so many ideas and I've just not been able to execute them because of my health. But I feel grateful that I could finally sit today and shoot this chatty get ready with me. I've never actually shot a chatty get ready with me before, and I would love to know if you want me to shoot more of these, if you enjoy them. So comment down below and let me know. So as you can see, it's given me decent amount of coverage without looking cakey or such. There is still some amount of darkness around my chin and especially under my eyes, but since I'll be applying like a very good coverage concealer, I'm not gonna apply more foundation. But if you're skipping a concealer, then you can just go ahead and apply more foundation there to conceal it. I've also been posting a lot of polls on Instagram where you guys get to decide which videos I should make. So make sure you're following me there, and you can always DM me your queries, and it will also help me decide the content for my YouTube channel. So for my concealer, I'm going to use the PAC Spotlight Ready Concealer. Now this is like a full coverage product. The only con with this is I find it very drying, especially for my under eye area. So I would suggest prepping your skin really well, but this gives like full coverage, you guys. I mean, if it wasn't so drying, all I do is just apply this concealer, powder my face and head out. It gives really nice coverage. And you also have to work a bit quicker with this because it sets very quickly, but I still love it, despite, you know, you have to make like a bit of an effort to make this product work. But the amount of pigment it has and the amount of coverage it gives, I think it's totally worth it. Then I'm just going to set my under eye area with the K Beauty loose powder. This is a very nicely finely milled powder. And I also prefer, you know, setting my under eye area with the same damp sponge. I just feel like I get a much better finish and it looks less cakey. Moving on to the brows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Eyebrow Pencil. So for this makeup look, I'll be using a mix of both drugstore as well as high-end products. If you're looking for like a specific affordable makeup look, I've done loads of those. I'm going to link them down below. I've done many beginner-friendly makeup looks with just like 8 or 9 products. Then I also recently did an Indian makeup look with all affordable and drugstore brands, so you can check them out. So the key to this is to use very light strokes, even if you feel like there's no product being applied, but trust me, it is there. So earlier when I used to use brow pencils, and why I struggled with them was because I used to use them very, with a lot of effort. Like I used to use them very strongly. I used to put a lot of pressure on the pencil because I felt when I was using like lighter strokes, it wasn't really showing up. But trust me, it is showing up and it is making a difference. So just keep making those lighter feather-like strokes and you will get hopefully a natural finish. It's something I still struggle with. I think I kind of do like the look of very well defined slightly boxy brows, but a lot of people hate it on me, so I've been working on getting like a natural brow. Now I'm just gonna work on the other one using same, light feather-like strokes and filling it in. Also, my brows look completely different because obviously I'm the one who's been doing my brows, and forget looking like fraternal twins, they don't even look like cousins. Then using a spoolie, I'm just gonna brush it through my brows. Okay, so my brows are done. I'm just going to bring you guys a bit more closer for the eye makeup. So for my eye makeup, I was thinking I'll do like a nice pink look because I've been doing like a lot of smoky eyes. But then I was wearing this kurta and I thought, let me do like a classic gold eye. Plus, I think that will be much more convenient as well. If you're going to a Diwali card party, then you can pair it with just about any outfit. Like gold goes so well with ethnic wear. So I'm gonna do like a brownish gold neutral eye makeup. No, it's not gonna be neutral. It's definitely gonna be very glam, very gold, very brown. So let's see. For the eye makeup, I'm using the Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette. This is an absolute favorite of mine. You can create neutral looks with it, daytime looks with it, as well as super glamorous, ethnic wear looks as well. So first I'm going in with this shade. I'm going to apply this all over my crease to get a nicely blended look. And I don't really use any eye primers. I just apply a bit of concealer all over my lids to get like good pigmentation. And honestly, these Huda shadows don't even need like eye primers because they're very long lasting, they don't crease, and they're obviously very well pigmented. And I'm also taking in the same shade on my lower lash line. So as you can see, we've got that really nice peach transition shade going through the crease, and now I'm going to use a deeper brown. So I'm going to use this burnt coral shade on my lid, and I'm just using this on the outer corner as well as the inner corner of my eye. We're going to skip the middle bit because we're going to apply some shimmer there. So basically we're doing like a nice halo eye. I don't really like, using concealer in the middle. I just think that just makes, blending the eyeshadows a little difficult. I'm also going to take some of the shadow in the middle bit of my crease. But yeah, the reason why I don't apply concealer because the edges, then, blending the edges, it just requires more effort. And I want to do like a super easy look for you guys. I mean, it might not seem that easy, but trust me, when you get to it, it's actually going to be very easy to follow. And I'm also just packing on the product. I never like drag my brush like that. That also leads to a lot of fallout and you won't even get like good pigmentation then. So I feel like the color is looking too orange, so I'm going to just deepen it with this brown shade. So this is the NYX Warm Neutrals palette. This is an amazing eyeshadow palette. This is another palette that I use very often. In fact, I had this in collaboration with NYX. We had a kit. This was coming with a soft matte metallic lip cream. I don't know if it's still there. You can check it out on Nykaa, but it did really well. And I chose to go ahead with this collaboration only because I love this palette so much, and I felt like anyone who buys this kit will really enjoy it because you can honestly do like a lot of looks with this one. So I'm just tapping it on there very lightly. And don't worry about the harsh edges, we're just going to blend it out. Yeah, looks so much better. I'm going to deepen it a bit more with this dark brown shade. I just want it to be like less orange and more brown. I'm just going to blend this all together in just a bit. So I'm just going to blend this out using wind wiper motions. I've had this brush for the longest time. This was one of my first purchases. It's a Vega Pro brush. I don't know if they still make it. And it's not as soft as I'd like it to be, but it really just blends the product very well. Then we're going to take the brown product and slightly deepen it a bit more because I feel like we've lost that intensity post blending. So just redoing it a bit, and that's the key, right? So if you want like a very nicely blended look, you have to repeat the process a bit. Just make sure when you're losing the intensity, apply it again and then slightly blend it again. I'm also going to do the same thing on my lower lash line. I'm going to leave the middle bit of the lower lash line and just applying the brows in the inner corner as well as the outer corners. Just going to blend out any harsh edges. Then I'm going to use this beautiful rose gold shade from the palette and apply it on the middle of my eyelid. Wow, this is so pretty. And it's like a slightly duochrome color. I love it, you guys. You can also apply like any other gold shade. It will look equally good. So another great way to apply shimmer eyeshadows is to just put some setting spray on your brush and dip your product in the shadow and apply. This way, you know, you won't get any fallout, you'll get better pigmentation. So as you can see, this is much more intense. This has a lot more shine, a lot more shimmer than this one. I just prefer first applying it with my fingers and then I go on top of it with the brush. So we're going to keep it thicker nearer the lash line and then just slightly thinner towards the crease. Now as you can see, there's like a lot of harsh edges, so we're going to take the same blending brush and blend out. First I'm going in with the eyeshadow brush and just blending this a bit. Then I'm going to go in with the blending brush. I am also going to take the same rose gold color and apply it on my lower lash line in the middle bit. So this really makes your eyes look bigger, especially if you skip the kajal and just apply loads of mascara. Your eyes will look bigger and brighter. So I was aiming for more of a gold look and ये थोड़ा copper rose gold type हो गया, which is also fine I think, because this also would go with a lot of outfits like this one. So personally, I love ethnic looks with like a smoked kajal. But again, this is a very optional step. If you're not comfortable with applying kajal on your upper eyelid or you struggle with it, then it's completely fine. You can just apply kohl, like tight line your eyes and apply mascara and maybe falsies and you're done. But I want to smoke it out, so I'm going to use this Colorbar kajal. It's the Colorbar, it's a Scandal kajal. Okay, so I'm going to apply this on my upper eyelid as well as the lower lash line and smoke it out. This is so smooth and creamy. Wow, I love it. It's also very pigmented. I'm trying to see how much it costs because it's such a good quality product. I will mention the price somewhere on the screen. So again, you don't have to be very neat with it because you're just going to smoke it out. Now the easiest trick to get like the perfect intense smoked out kajal is to use a black eyeshadow on top of your kajal. I'm just going to quickly show it to you. So I'm just using this matte black eyeshadow from my Morphe palette, and for this you can either use like an angle brush or any definer brush which looks like this, and I'm going to apply it closer to my lash line and just blend it out a bit. So I'm just going to tightline my eyes, apply it on my lower lash line as well and just smoke that out. On the lower lash line, do it very lightly because I don't want like a very thick look on the lower lash line. I think that just looks a bit too intense. So I'm keeping it very subtle on the lower lash line. So I'm going to quickly do the same on my other eye. I'll also be applying a pair of falsies. So it's part of the Pro range and the style is 02. I'm going to quickly do this off camera and come right back. Guys, I'm back and wow, lashes make such a huge difference. I feel like even if your eye makeup isn't very well blended, yeah, you know, kuch accidental ho gaya hai, but once the lashes are on, everything just becomes so cohesive and everything looks so wow. So I am gonna now apply the mascara. I am using the Maybelline, the Falsies Mascara. I think drugstore brands make like the best mascaras. I don't feel like investing in anything else. And Maybelline personally has like the best mascaras. I also got to know that this has been discontinued in India, which is very sad. But you can check out like the other options because I feel like they're equally good. And they're also very affordable. I also apply mascara after applying falsies because then you know there's no additional spacing left between your falsies as well as your original lashes, if that makes sense. It just makes your like falsies look a bit more natural, and these ones by PAC are like so long. Can you see that? They're like spider web. They're like spider legs, not web. Or are they both? I don't know. Okay, so I'm done with the eye makeup. I still have to highlight my brow bone though, and I usually do it like when I'm highlighting my cheeks. So now moving on to cheeks, I'm first gonna contour my face. For that, I'm using the Nykaa contour and highlight duo. Looking at the state of it, you can tell how much I love it. It's like the perfect color for the Indian skin tone. It's not muddy, it's not too orange. It has a slightly taupey tone to it. It's not very pigmented. Like in my last tutorial, I used the Colorbar contour and it was so pigmented. Like I'm never touching that again. So if you see, I haven't taken like more product. I'm just blending the product I already have on my face just so that there are no harsh edges and my face does not look too muddy. Moving on to blush, I'm using the MAC Floor Power. This is my absolute favorite shade. It literally goes well with any outfit, any look. If you're wearing coral, smoky, neutral, this is such a nice neutral color and it complements light to medium complexion really well. I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm quickly going to do that. So as you can see, I have like two stark lines going through. I'm going to blend that out with that fluffy brush. Better, right? Then we're going to make it even more flawless with the sponge. Just blending it out lightly and then just highlighting the bridge of my nose. I like it. For the highlight, I'm going to be using this Bobbi Brown highlighting powder. This is in the shade Bronze Glow and it is gorgeous. Just look at it. Oh my god, I love it. Just highlighting my cheeks. Wow, this is so pretty. It actually looks very natural. It's like an illuminating product. It's not too stark and I love that. Also going to highlight the bridge of my nose. Then taking some on my finger and highlighting my tip. The upper lip. And my favorite tip, if you're wearing something with straps or off shoulder, definitely highlight your collarbones and your shoulders. It looks really nice. Now I'm going to take some of the product and highlight my brow bone as well. It's very subtle, but it looks really nice in person. I'm also going to take some of that product and put it on the inner corner. I'm using a pencil brush for this step. You can also wet your brush with the setting spray and do this. I think I'm going to do that because I'm not getting that pop that I want in my inner corner. Do you see how much more pigmented and shimmery it looks after I wet my brush? Trust me guys, it makes a huge difference. So we're pretty much done. Coming to the lips, I'm going to keep it very neutral and glossy. So I'm just going to quickly line my lips with the Nykaa lip liner in the shade Chocolate Boy. Just look at the size of it. And this is like my second one, I believe. I love this range by Nykaa. Such pigmented colors. And it's not too drying. The issue with me when it comes to lip pencils is that they dry out my lips. But this is a very comfortable formula. And the shades are perfect for the Indian skin tone. It's like they are actually formulated for us Desi girls, because most of the NYX liners wash me out or they're too dark, but the Nykaa ones are just perfect for my skin tone. And if you're looking for a nude lip liner, you definitely need to check this out. Wow, I love this shade. Doesn't it look so nice? So you could either go ahead with a lipstick if you want, but I love the staying power of these. So I'm just going to quickly apply a gloss on top. For the gloss, I'm using the Too Faced Lip Injection. I love it. It makes my lips look fuller, luscious and glossy. I'm just going to put it on the center of my lips. I do not like putting gloss all over my lips because I think it just looks very odd, especially on the outer corners. It looks so nice. Now, a quick tip, because this is a clear gloss and of course the wand gets stained, especially if you're using a colored product. I'm going to clean this off and then put it back in my gloss, otherwise it's going to stain. So this was the final look. I really like the way it turned out. I hope you guys did too. So if you really like this look, then consider liking my video and make sure you comment down below and tell me what are your plans for Diwali. So I feel like even if you're not going out like me, like I haven't attended any card parties this year. In fact, I haven't attended any in a while. Yeah, I'm very antisocial. So, I mean, I don't attend parties because I don't enjoy them. I don't drink, I don't smoke. So it's not a fun experience, especially when it comes to Delhi parties. But still, even if you're not going out, I feel like on Diwali, you can just dress up a bit, do your makeup, it'll put you in a good mood and you'll just feel happier and better instantly. And if you're like me and you always forget to buy bindis, then here's a quick tip. I always just do it with a lip liner because I am also very forgetful. I also have other beautiful Indian makeup looks on this channel. I'll link it somewhere here, so make sure you click on it. And if you like this look, do make sure you hit the like button because trust me, that really motivates me to keep creating good content for you guys. And it also tells me that you're enjoying this sort of content, so I'll create more tutorials around it. So make sure you hit the like button and comment down below, and I'll see you guys the next time.